AirAsia X is a long-haul, low-cost airline based in Malaysia and is a subsidiary of AirAsia Berhad. The airline was established in 2007 and began operations in November. Their vision is to be the largest low-cost airline in Asia because they believe that low-cost air travel can greatly benefit the region by making it more accessible and affordable for people, particularly those in underserved areas. Their mission is to be the best company to work for, whereby employees are treated as part of a big family, and to create a globally recognized Asian brand.
The biggest issue faced by AirAsia is the dismissal of employees, including pilots and cabin crews. Although AirAsia is an airline that provides low-cost services and is expected to have many customers, they still have issues such as the decline in customer demand for flights, either domestically or abroad. Therefore, AirAsia had to lay off their employees to reduce the cost of paying worker salaries and cover the cost of aircraft maintenance. In addition, AirAsia also faces side issues such as the increase in fuel prices. It impacted AirAsia's flight operation. The increase in fuel prices is also linked to the war between Russia and Ukraine. Russia is the world's second largest producer of crude oil. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, it has caused global concern because they predict oil prices will rise higher than they already are. So it affects airlines to continue operating if the expenditure on fuel is high, but the demand for flight operation is low.
I'm going to explain about the SWOT analysis of AirAsia's Berhad. One of the strengths of AirAsia is that they have a very competitive price. They are also well-known brand in Southeast Asia market. And not only that, but they also deliver a very good campaign. Now we're talking about the weakness of AirAsia. First thing first, AirAsia is struggling to balance between the service quality and the high cost. Secondly, AirAsia is pressed and offers many things, but it lacks of recognition. The opportunity of AirAsia. First thing first, they have a very loyal customer, since it's one of the best airlines with an affordable prices. Secondly, there are market growth in the industry after pandemic. Lastly, the threat of AirAsia's Berhad. First thing first, they have plenty competitors since they are 15 times or less on the industry. Secondly, is the high cost of government policies and regulation. And thirdly, is the increased jet fuel cost.
A TOES analysis is an extension of the SWOT analysis framework that identifies the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But then it goes further in looking to match up the strength with opportunities and the threat with weaknesses. So the main purpose of a TOES analysis is basically to reduce threat, to take advantage of the opportunities, to exploit strength, and to remove the weaknesses of the company. So the first strategy that we could identify are the AirAsia could maintain a good relationship with their loyal customer by giving special reward. Next, they could also increase the destinations of flight internationally, or they could provide more domestic flight campaign. And lastly, they could try to focus to penetrate other countries and state for ride-hailing. While for the weaknesses opportunity strategy, where they look at where the company is lacking, and it's also a strategy that helps the company to improve in those areas. So the strategy that we came out with are, firstly, the AirAsia company could hire new staff and offer attractive benefits to their employees. And then they could also share real experience of a loyal customer on advertisement to assure their public care.
For strength and threat strategies, there are three of them. One of them being to increase the research and development spending to outshine the competitors. The second one is to actually develop a diversified service across all cities and regions in Malaysia, and hopefully in the future is outside Malaysia as well. And the third one is to develop a software to save fuel on the jet engine. And for the weakness strategies, there are three of them as well. One of them being we suggest AirAsia to develop training for the staff to ensure the customers have a great experience with the company. And we suggest AirAsia to provide a sponsorship program to raise awareness of the company brand. And lastly, to reduce unnecessary spendings.
We will propose some recommendations to overcome the main problem that my friend mentioned earlier. To overcome the shortage of workers, AirAsia must create initiatives to educate people about the attractiveness of career in this sector. AirAsia should follow the footsteps of other airlines by providing appealing benefits for its employees. Several airlines in the United States have already increased wages, offering pilot bonuses, and offer additional perks such as paid maternity leave to attract and retain female employees. Besides, fuel costs are often the biggest operating expenses for the airline company. AirAsia has to reintroduce charging passengers for fuel surcharge on all of its flights immediately. AirAsia has not been charging the surcharge since it was abolished in 2015. AirAsia has instead been absorbing the oil price increase over the years, while other airlines, such as Malaysian Airlines, were already adjusting fares to counter rising operating costs as early as 2018.